Right, pull the curtains. Like Gus. (9:20). Last train from Blackpool Central gets in at 9:20.
Last one?
All right. Half expected her to see her on the same train as me and Jim Hollins yesterday, but she weren't. Half Hindle were going home, pockets empty, singing, but she weren't. Let's have a look at that postcard of hers again.
Goodness sake, you know it by heart.
We'll be back before late on Monday. Lovely weather. Tower, Blackpool. Very like, too.
Hey, up. When was it posted?
Sunday. She put Sunday.
Aye, she has. What's post office port? 17th.
All right, Sunday.
Some at PM.
Right, well, that means that she was somewhere in Blackpool yesterday, but she weren't at boarding house because I went with Jim Hollins.
Mind you, railway guides can be up the pole and all. Trains run as they fancy bank holidays. What'll you say to her when she lands?
Well, ask her where she's been.
Ask her where she's been. Of course we'll ask her where she's been. We'll ask her more than that.
I know how Fanny should tell us to mind her own business.
It is our business.
She's come Manchester way.
What for?
You can get that road from Blackpool. I think you change at Burnley Barracks. Hold on, let's have a look. Where? Oh, you're better off at home on bank holiday.
Has she got a car? Not Jeffcott's lad, eh?
No, he's not got a car.
Well, I saw him with it with my own eyes, setting off in it after at Millshut last Sunday week.
Ah, he's up to London all these weeks with that pal of his, George Ramsbottom. They're a close pair of buggers of those.
What do you mean by telling me he ain't got a car?
I said he ain't got a car of his own. It belongs to his father. You don't catch Nat Jeffcott giving up out before his time. It's the way he keeps his lad in check, so to speak.
Alan Jeffcott seldom short of cash.
Right.
He spends plenty.
Yeah, then, look. Leave Blackpool at...
He's coming from Blackpool.
What do you mean?
Nothing.
All right. It's a mystery, all right.
Somewhat worse.
Now what do you mean?
I don't know what to think.
Hey, up.
Hello, Mum. Hello, Dad. Sooner than you thought, eh?
You're back before train is.
I came round Manchester way. I thought it'd be quickest. And they always let the Manchester train through first, don't they? I bet all Hindle were on the other, all thinking, I wonder where Fanny Hawthorne's got to. I came Manchester Road, so I'd be home sooner. Is no one saying hello then?
Hello, Fanny.
Have you had a nice time, Fanny?
Well, have you?
I have. Thanks for asking. Grand. Mary said she wanted to come direct, but I said no.
Mary said.
Yes, but I said no. The Manchester train always
Has Mary
comes
been with
through
you all the
first.
time, then?
Of course.
And she came back with you?
Of course, it's a funny question.
Where is she now, then?
Gone home. Where else should she be? What's up with you two?
That's telling lies, lass.
Am I?
If it's not truth, it's forced to be lies, isn't it, love?
What's not the truth?
Christopher, will you
Yeah,
just...
all right, one. Fanny, there's not spent weekend with Mary Hollins.
Who Who says?
I do.
What for?
Well, have you?
Yes, I have.
Fanny, you haven't.
I don't know what's going on here, but there's something going on. Any number of folk from Hindle saw us in Blackpool all week.
Aye, not weekend.
I could bring you any number.
Bring them.
Tonight? Well, I can't bring them tonight. They've to be up for work in morning. Look, there was Polly Birtwistle, you can ask her. And there was Ethel Slater, you can ask her.
Yeah, and they're expecting us to ask, aren't they?
And there's Mary, you can ask.
Oh, Fanny, stop it. Where's the bean?
I have been to Blackpool with Mary Hollins. Me and Mary Hollins have been to Blackpool. I don't know how else to put it.
Not this weekend.
Didn't you get a picture postcard? You should have had a picture postcard. I sent you a picture postcard on Sunday.
And who posted it for you?
I posted it for me. I've been with Mary all week and all weekend.
That's not love.
Well, that's that then. I say I have, Mary says I have, you say I haven't. If I haven't, I haven't. Who else says I haven't?
We just know, that's all.
Where are you going?
To fetch Mary, see what she says.
Fanny, I've already seen Mary.
When?
Yesterday.
She were at Blackpool yesterday.
So was I. I went there with her father. We went to see her in hospital. She was drowned yesterday afternoon. They fished her out, but she was dead.
Oh!
She was in a sailing boat. The sailing boat got run over by a steamer. What's this steamer? They have a name for them.
Excursion.
Aye, excursion. Now, Fanny, there were 20 people in that boat, and 7 of them were drowned. There were 2 from Langshaw Bridge, 3 from Asselden, 1 from Baycup, and Mary Hollins from Hindle.
Oh, my poor Mary!
Where were you, Fanny?
Poor Mary!
You went away. Did you go on your own? You didn't, did you? Who did you go with?
All right, Mother, leave it with me.
Did you go with a chap? Who was he? You see, she can't answer.
She's no need. No answer is answer enough. It's happened to many a lass. I never thought it would happen to mine.
Why didn't you get wed if you were so damn curious?
All right, Mother.
There's plenty would have had you. How many will have you once this gets about?
Now, Fanny, whoever he is, he ought to wed thee.
Ought to, he shall. Who was he?
Oh, poor lass, all week she been so... You ought to be thankful I went away. It saved my life, didn't it? I'd have been drowned with Mary if I'd gone to London now.
Where?
I'm up to bed.
When you were in Llandudno, did you happen to see out of Alan Jeffcoat?
How did you know?
I didn't. You just told me.
Oh, my God. That Jeffcoat's lad.
Did he promise to wed you, the blackguard?
No,
Why not?
never asked him.
I thought not, you little fool. Where's your common sense? What did you do it for, then?
You heard all you're going to.
All right, Fanny, get you to bed.
She's turned senseless.
Well, lass, so we go to bed. I'll bring the other cup of tea.
A cup of tea?
Come on.
My father would have taken a stick to me. Are you going to let her off as easy as that?
Let off? She's not let off. No lass ever is when this happens. Come on. Get upstairs, lass. Get to bed. Try and get some sleep if thou canst.
What's to be done then?
I wish I knew.
Well, I know. First job is to go and see Nat Jeffcoat.
Right. He'll be in Mill tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Never mind tomorrow, tonight. Go up to his house, go up to Bank Top. If Fanny's home, so's Alan. You can kill two birds with one stone.
Oh, it's a nasty business, is this? Nat Jeffcoat's a bad man to tackle.
Well, it's got to be done, and the sooner the better. I'll come with you.
Nay, I'll go on me own.
Come on,
Nay, I'll go on me own.
She's cleverer than we think. There's plenty of lassies made a good match this road. She's deep, is our Fanny.
All right. She said marriage weren't mentioned.
That me wouldn't have gone off with her if it had been. Bamber's lass got hold of young Greenwood. He has a good job, collar, tie, everything.
That were different. She were pregnant.
Aye, that's best altogether. That doubles your chances.
There's no hurry, as far as I can see. Alan won't be 25 until next March, will he?
You were only 22 when you married me.
I didn't marry a girl who'd been brought up like Beatrice Farrer. I married a girl who would help me to make money. Beatrice won't do that. She'll help to spend it, likely.
I was wondering what you intend to do for Alan when he gets married.
Do for him? What do you mean?
He doesn't get a regular salary, does he?
Has Alan been putting you up to talking to me about this?
Well, Nat.
Why can't he talk to me himself?
You're not such a good one to tackle. Anyway, I dare say he thought I should do it better than he would.
I don't keep him short, do I?
No. But Sir Timothy will expect something more definite before the wedding.
Tim Farrer doesn't need to be afraid. I only hope he leaves his lass as much money as I shall leave Alan. That lad will be the richest man in Hindle someday.
Why won't you take him into partnership?
Partnership? Hey, lass, I think I'd better come and manage Mill myself.
I shouldn't make such a bad job of it, neither.
Oh, well, if you'll stop your worrying. I dare say I'll take him into partnership on his wedding day.
Now, can I tell Sir Timothy that?
Now, if you like. I told him myself 6 months ago.
Oh, Nat, you are a caution. Indeed you are. Why couldn't you say so at once instead of making a fool of me like this?
I like to hear thee talking, lass. Come in.
If you please, sir, there's someone to see you.
Hey?
Who is it, Ada?
He says his name's Hawthorne, ma'am.
It'll be Christopher Hawthorne, Nat.
What's the one coming around here at this time of night? Fetch him in. There can't be aught wrong up at Mill. Well, seeing as it's Wakes Week and all. Chris? Hey. Ada?
Yes, sir.
Oh. Good evening, Chris. Come on in, then.
Good evening, Mr. Hawthorne.
Evening, Mrs. Jethcote.
Sit this end down, Chris. The rain's held off, then?
All right.
Where have you been these weeks?
Nowhere.
What, you stopped at home?
No, we don't seem as keen on Blackpool as we used to be. You've not been away either?
No, we went to Norway in June, you know.
Aye, so you did. Must be a fine place from look at postcards.
Alan is away, though. He's motoring in North Wales.
Business is too bad to go away, Chris. Oh, I landed 10 sets of those brown jackanets on Friday. Not bright enough. They're saying in India that they sent a pattern over this mail. You'd better have a look at it in the morning. We've got to give them what they want, I reckon.
I don't think they do know what they want in India, Nat.
You're right there, Chris. When are you going to bed, Mother?
Any time now.
That's right. Just reach me over the whiskey before you go.
Are you going to sit up for Alan?
Why, hasn't he got his latchkey?
I expect so.
Well, I reckon he can find the keyhole without my help. And if he can't, he won't thank me for sitting up to give him help.
Good night, Mr. Hawthorne.
Good night, Mrs. Jethcote.
Sit this end down, Chris. Have a drink.
No, thank you, Nat.
Get away.
Oh, perhaps just a small one, then.
Light the pipe, Chris.
Aye, thanks.
It's a long time since you and me had a quiet chat together. We don't see as much of each other as we did 30 years ago.
Oh, there's other fish to fry, I reckon.
You come up here with a purpose, didn't you, Chris?
That's so, Nat.
I thought so. That's why I sent the missus to bed. I know you of old. Come on, what's troubling you? Get it off your chest.
It's about my lass.
Hello.
I'm worried about her.
What's she been doing?
Getting into trouble.
What sort of trouble?
There's only one sort of trouble, Nat.
Thy Fanny? That's one lass I would have thought had more sense.
All right, me and all, missus and all. Happened this weekend.
That's come to the right chap, Chris.
Oh, I have, Nat, I know that.
I'll help thee any way I can. So cheer up, old lad. This isn't the first time a job like this has happened in Hindle. Or anywhere else. And it won't be the last either.
Well, first and last, don't bother me, just listen.
The lad, does he live in Hindle?
All right.
Whose shed's he work at?
Well, put like that, Nat, he works in yours.
Right. Now it's easier. Do I know him?
Aye, you do.
Well, it's settled then, isn't it? Either he promises to marry her, or I promise you to give him the sack. How's that?
The sack.
Aye. And if he does promise, I'll see that he's well looked after at the mill. We're old pals, old ladder. I can't do no fairer, can I?
You know, Nat, I reckon thou's in for a bit of a kick in teeth.
What's it got to do with me?
It's thy lad, Alan.
Would you oblige me by repeating that?
Thy lad, Alan.
Alan!
Alan. I'm sorry to bring bearer of bad tidings, Nat, but it's worse for me and missus.
Quite all right, cuckoo. Chris, that lets me go babbling on, making a fool of myself, and all the time I sits there like a bundle of grey worsted. We are telling me who... How do you know?
Know what?
No, it's our Alan.
Fanny said.
And this is a subject no lass has ever lied about, is it?
Well, you can settle it soon enough by asking Alan. I half expected to find him here tonight.
He's not come home yet.
No.
And good thing, too. Bloody young fool.
Aye.
Never mind. Aye, she's bloody same.
Aye. She's always been a mystery to us, you know. There's something in her veins, something restless, uneasy.
The weekend, eh?
Aye. Done up. Else you'll have to worm out of young Alan. Fanny's saying now she's shut up shop.
Sarah's taking it bad.
Worse something bad.
Fetch her up here tomorrow evening. And Fanny.
Tomorrow evening.
Say 6:30.
Thank you, Nat. Has always treated me right, Nat.
And what's happened to make me stop now? Roger.
Morning, sir.
Morning, Mr. Butterworth.
Morning.
Morning, Thomas.
Morning, Mr. Jeffcoat.
Thanks for the picture postcard. I like views from top of tower.
Oh, mine went from top of tower, Mr. Jeffcoat. It was one at Windmill.
Very nice. I like them too.
Thank you.
Good morning, Mrs. Ryder.
Morning, Master. A present from Blackpool for you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Jeffcoat.
Morning, Joshua.
Morning, Mr.
You have a good
Jeffcoat.
week's week.
Never mind. We could clean spoilers.
Oh, well done then. Good morning, Christopher.
Morning, Mr. Jeffcoat.
signs I would like to... Morning, Dad.
How was Llandudno?
All right.
Just all right.
Very nice.
Just very nice.
What's ailing the Llandudno's Llandudno?
One of my men came to see me last night.
Aye.
Chris Hawthorne.
Chris Hawthorne.
Chris Hawthorne has a lass. They call her Fanny. And shall I tell you what I call thee? A damned young fool. Why the hell you haven't the sense and the decency to pay for your pleasures, I don't know. You reckon to come from a reputable family, which is more than I did. I don't understand your reasoning. Well, why do you have to get mixed up with a straight girl? I never kept you short of brass. If you had to have a straight girl, aren't there enough at the other mills? Do you have to pick the daughter of my oldest friend?
What did he say?
What do you think he said? Think! And you'll know, word for word.
Well, how did he find out?
She told him.
She made me promise to tell no one. And what did you say?
That he'd be treated right.
Thanks, Dad. How much will it cost?
Not money, lad. The price isn't money. It's thee.
What?
You heard?
Wed her?
That's right.
Wed Fanny Hawthorne?
Same one that's wrong.
Dad, I can't.
Can't?
Beatrice.
You'll tell Beatrice it's off. She's free to wed someone with a bit more sense. Less brass, perhaps, but a sight more sense.
How can I tell her that?
I don't have to know how. It's thee'll be doing it.
I can't. It's not fair to her.
You should have thought of that in Llandudno.
Well, what can I tell her?
Tell her the truth. If you can't think of out better, it'll make a change for you.
I don't want to wed Fanny. I want to wed Beatrice.
You love her?
Yes.
Good. You didn't love her much in Llandudno.
You'll not make me. I'm not having every felly Harry and Hindle laughing at me.
I wouldn't be laughing. On the day you wed Fanny Hawthorne, you won't catch me laughing.
Makes no odds to you either, Rob.
Doesn't it?
Does it, Al?
You know now, do you? 25 years of age and you know nought. Does it ever cross your mind to wonder how I began in life?
Aye. Tell me oft enough.
I'll tell thee again! And this time listen! I might learn something. When I was 8 years old, I was tenter in Walmsley's shed, with my backside breeches hanging out. And when I'm 58, I'll have the biggest fortune ever made in the cotton trade in Lancashire. All those years making all that brass. For what the brass can do. Do you understand? I didn't buy a motor car because I like bloody motoring. I hate bloody motoring! I bought it so's folk could see thee in it and say that there's Nat Jeffcoat's lad. In his new car it cost £500. And amongst those folk was Tim Farrer. And he's got damn near as much brass as what I have. That's why it seemed right and natural that you should wed his Beatrice.
That's not the reason.
When he was made Mayor of Hindle, it was my dearest wish to see thee and Beatrice matched. When he got his knighthood, all the more. When he bought Lane End Shed, all the more. To see thee owner of both mills before I died. Bigger than Horrocks's or Calvert's or Hornby's or Blackburn put together.
Beatrice and me love each other. It's got nothing to do with knighthoods and mills and motors.
I spent all my life building for thee. And you have to knock it all down for a weekend with one of my weavers. I'd put down £10,000 if you could honestly wed Beatrice Farrer. But you can't, not if I put down £1 million. There's only one lass you can honestly ask to wed you now. And that's Fanny Hawthorne. Go on in, lass. Mrs. Jeffcoat has just accidentally dropped one of the most expensive china teapots in Hindle. And you...
The hot water bottle, sir.
Ada, get out.
Well, there's tea all over.
I said get out.
Mum, but your skirt's
Ada!
Yes, Mum.
Fanny Hawthorne?
Aye.
Well, how is engaged to Beatrice?
He's gone a step further with Fanny.
He's not wed.
He's dispensed with the ceremony over the weekend in Llandudno. Oh, sit yourself down, lass. It's bad enough me sitting here with nothing to drink without thee standing there scanning at the top of my head.
Why have you only just told me?
I didn't want to spoil me tea.
Why are such women allowed to exist? And that Llandudno and all. I've had such nice times at Llandudno. Well, he's not marrying a woman of that sort, Matt, and that's final.
She weren't a woman of that sort. It wasn't a business transaction.
There'd be some excuse if it were. She's not fit to wed him. I mean, any woman will go away for the weekend with a man who's not fit to marry our son.
The man were our son.
Well, that's by the way.
There's some people might say that he's not fit to marry her by the same token.
Oh, well, if you're going to start talking childish. Does Tim Farrow know?
No.
And Beatrice?
No.
Good.
What's good about it?
It's not too late.
Of course it's too damn late. It was too damn late the moment they climbed under the damn sheets.
Look, it's got to be stopped. It'll go no further. She's a wicked, wicked girl.
Is she?
Well, either that or she were trying to get him to marry her, which is just as wicked. Mind you, I'm not defending him. I'm just as shocked as you are. What he did was a sin and a bad one. I can't think what came over him. I don't know where he gets it from. It's certainly not on my side of the family.
Happen he got it from Adam.
Adam who?
He did a bit of courting in a garden with a lass called Eve.
Well, if you're going to start talking vulgar... Any road, it's all the more reason why we should overlook the whole thing.
Not in Hindle, lass.
Oh.
They did things different in Eden.
Not have done, for goodness sake. Fanny Hawthorne's beneath him.
Is she?
She's a weaver.
And what were you? And what were I? We both wore clogs ourselves till we were past 20. Come to think of it, I haven't had dry feet since.
Well, if you're going to start talking foolish... She'll ruin his career. He'll blame her all his life. There'll be no happiness for either of them. Well, I shall fight against this, Nat. There'll be no wedding Fanny Hawthorne. Is that Alan?
No, not yet. He had to go over to the shipping agents in Blackburn. There's a cable from Hong Kong no one can make head or tail of.
Well, who is it then?
Sit yourself down, lass. What do you think we have maids for at damn near 3 and 6pence a week?
Well, I could do it quicker.
And I'd be wasting my money.
It wasn't one of the most expensive china teapots in Hindle. It were the most expensive.
Come in.
Excuse me, Mum. Sir Timothy Farrow and Miss Beatrice Farrow.
Oh, heck, I forgot. Are they in the drawing room?
Yes, Mum.
You didn't tell me you'd invited them.
Well, I thought Alan would be home. I thought it'd be nice.
All right. Ada, show Sir Timothy into the billiard room. Fetch the whiskey and the cigars along. You can make conversation with Beatrice in the drawing room.
Conversation? What about?
All right, that'll do, Ada. We're coming.
What about?
About anything. About whatever... well, whatever it is that women talk about.
Well, women talk about weddings.
Oh, about the weather, then.
Oh, now, that can't deceive her. I'm not cut out to be a hypocrite.
Well, tell her then. Tell her what took place.
Are you going to tell her father?
Aye. I'll see this soon. I'll do, Tim.
I'll do that.
Go on in.
Thinks at everything.
It's Jeff Court.
What? Do I look as though I've been crying?
Why, have you been crying?
No.
Well, it doesn't show. Not to speak of. Well then, Tim.
Aye.
Sit down.
Aye. Phew.
Same old brand.
Aye. I'll have a drop of that whiskey too, Nat.
Oh. Here. Help yourself.
Aye.
I hear they've made you chairman of the Hindle Education Committee, Tim.
Aye, why not? Thou knows I'm a right man for job.
Aye. I hasn't done much studying since they were 8 years of age.
Well, that I haven't. All the same, I'm going to take damn good care that Hindle New Technical School is finest in Lancashire. Or Yorkshire either, if it comes to that.
Why not the finest in England while you're on about it?
Well, if it's finest in Lancashire and Yorkshire, it goes without saying. They don't know how to spend money on them down south. Any road. What they need with technical schools in them parts, they don't make out to speak of.
Ah, they're a poor lot, it's true.
I were in London all last week.
Corporation business.
Aye.
All expenses paid.
Aye.
That's the style.
Let thee start, Nat. Where's lad?
He's not got back yet.
Well, Beatrice were expecting him to telephone all day, but he didn't. So, as soon as we'd done eating, she were on pins and needles to come up here.
He was coming round to your place tonight.
Aye. I said he'd be sure to. Of course, she hasn't seen him for 10 days, I knows. That seems a long time before the wedding. Doesn't seem so long after. Oh, aye. that reminds me. Have you seen Winning Post this week?
Nay, I rarely look at it.
Oh, there's a tale in there this week. It'll suit thee down to ground.
Now, hold on a minute. There's something I've a mind to tell thee.
No. Let me get mine off my chest first, you see. This is a tale about a fella as takes a girl away for the weekend, you see.
So is mine.
Oh, well, it's the same one.
No, it's not.
How do you know that?
This one's true.
Oh, true, is it? All right, come on then. Let's hear it. Who's the fella?
Chap out of Hindle.
Yeah. Who's been giving me away?
Eh?
I said, who's been giving me away?
Thee? Oh. That's giving thyself away, Tim Farrer. I wasn't talking about thee at all.
Sure. Do you know, I thought someone had seen us together in Brighton. I don't mind thee knowing that, but if wrong fella got hold of that story, all Hindle's apt to hear of it. Well, come on, tell me. Who's the chap?
Our Alan.
What? The young devil. I'd like to give him a right good hiding.
Well, a nice man to talk after what I just learnt.
It's different for me. I'm not engaged to be wed. I haven't even got a wife living, the young bugger.
I thought I'd better tell thee first.
Aye. I'll talk to him pretty straight.
You may choose to tell Beatrice yourself.
Tell who?
Beatrice.
Beatrice? What's it going to do with her?
Well, someone will have to tell her. I mean, she's bound to find out.
God bless me soul. Nathaniel Jeffcoat. As thou told thy missus all thou did before thou got wed.
No one out to tell.
I always thought there was something queer about thee, Nat.
was I saying? Oh, yes. The other alternative is that Miss Blues is leaving Hindle Lodge at Christmas, by all accounts, to go and live at Harrogate. So, if Alan likes it, I think it'd do lovely for after we're married. My father said we could live at home, and I said, no, we should have a place of our own. And he said, well, we've 4 living rooms and 14 bedrooms and nearly all of them empty. And I said, Father, when Alan and me are married...
Big love. Alan spent the weekend with one of the weavers, Fanny Hawthorne, and Nat says we must do right by her, and we're very sorry, but the wedding's off.
What?
Yours, that is. Not hers.
I'm not going to have Beatrice told of this affair, and that's flat. It's all over and done with.
Of course it's not all over and done with, Tim. The lass is a decent lass, I know. She's the daughter of Chris Hawthorne.
What? Him as slashes for thee?
Aye.
Aye. Well, there's no need for Beatrice to be told.
She's forced to find out, Tim.
Oh, how?
I reckon she'll get an inkling when she sees them walking down the aisle.
Now, listen, Nat. Alan is going to marry Beatrice.
If he does, he'll be out up for bigamy.
Does mean to say he's going to throw her over? Bonniest lass, best prospects in Hindle.
What else can he do?
Well, Nathaniel Jeffcoat, that a man of the world. His ways and means, it's just a question of money.
Have you forgotten who she is?
No, she's one of thy weavers. That would cost thee a trifle more.
She's the daughter of one of my oldest friends.
And I'm one of the oldest friends likewise, think on. Have you thought of my lass? What a fool she's going to look?
The other lass must come first, though, Tim. I think well enough of Beatrice to know that she'll see it in that light when it's put to her.
Who's going to put it to her, I'd like to know. Now, look, hang on. Before we go any further with this job, I'm going to talk to Alan. I'm going to find out for certain what he's going to do.
He'll do what I tell him.
Nay, I doubt it. I know he's a fool. I don't think he's such a fool as all that. Oh, talk of the devil.
She's taking her time up there. You're taking your time up there. Arrangement were for 6:30. I've never known thee with so little to say with yourself.
No, me neither.
I thought you'd have something to say to me. I'm not your mother.
No, Dad, not you don't already know.
Not even you're sorry.
Sorry?
Aye.
What for?
Nay, lass, it's not right.
I'm sorry enough for Mary. I've none left to spare.
What are you doing up there? What in heaven's name have you got on your head?
I borrowed it off Nellie Clegg.
Well, you can just unborrow it and give it back to Nellie Clegg.
I've got to look my best for going up bank top.
Helps best in this shawl.
Mrs. Jeffcoat always dresses like this.
Get it off, woman. Put your own hat on. It's not a wedding we're going to.
Isn't it?
Well, he'd no right to tell him.
Hello. Do I hear a felly Harry of 25 telling his father of twice his years, telling him what's his right and what isn't?
I'm not throwing Beatrice over.
Well done, Alan, lad.
And I say you are.
Well, happen to be best for you to stick to what concerns you.
What the deuce do you mean, talking to me that road?
Hold on, both of you. First of all, Alan, I want to hear what he's got to say for this hen.
Well, if Father hadn't have opened his mouth, there'd be no call to say anything. It weren't me that started it all.
And it wasn't me playing tally in Landudno.
You know what I mean. Fanny weren't complaining, I weren't complaining. But there'd be naught further to say.
Then I take it there's no desire to wed this Hawthorne.
Don't think it's necessary, that's all.
No more do I. Now, come on, let's move on to other business.
Only when this one's finished.
And so it is. Alan says so, I say so.
And I don't.
So it isn't.
You're afraid of him, aren't you?
No.
Well, stand up to him then. I'll back thee up.
You'll not wed her?
No.
All right. I've rarely been beat, and I'm not going to be beat by my own lad.
Oh, hang it all, Nat. I cannot take lad by scruff of neck and force him to wed where he doesn't want to.
No, I can't. And no one can force me to leave my brass where I don't want to either.
That's not serious.
That I am.
I wouldn't care to leave Daisy Bank Mill outside family.
It wouldn't be outside the family. Not if I left it to his cousin, Travis.
Hey, that's a queer chap, Nat.
So that's it then. Either I marry Fanny, or you'll leave your brass to Travis.
That's it.
I see. And would Travis be expected to take Fanny over along with the mill? Very well, leave it to Travis. I'm going to stick to Beatrice and Sir Timothy will help us.
Sir Timothy? Sir Timothy. I'd like to know what Tim Farrer thinks of the situation now.
Thou's not being straight, Nat. Thou's not acting right.
I've put thee in a bit of a hole, like.
That's made it very awkward for me.
My God, it was you that told me to stand up to my father. You said you'd back me up.
Aye, I'll back thee up. But there's no good in losing our tempers over this. I don't want to see a split twixt thee and thy father.
You're backing out.
And another thing, I come to think of it now. I come to think of it. I'm not sure thou's treated my Beatrice right.
Hello.
Oh, no. When a fella's engaged to be wed, he ought to behave himself. From the way thou's been carrying on, they might as well be wed already.
You knew all this 5 minutes ago when you told me to stand up to my father. Come on, then. What's happened to change it?
You're very much mistaken. If you think I've changed my mind over what their father said about leaving his bastard cousin Travis. I'm not the man for that sort of thing. Besides, what do I care for their father's brass? I can match him penny for penny.
Halfpenny for penny.
Well, any road, I'll not stand by and see my lass insulted by thy lad. Not if thou wert 10 times as rich as thou makes out.
You're only trying to drag a red herring across the trail.
I'll be damned to that for tale. Just take me for a mean booker.
I take you for a businessman. I never took me for hotels.
Just mean to say, thou can honestly think I don't want Alan to wed my Beatrice just because of what thou said about leaving the brass to thy cousin Travis?
I do.
Yeah. And is that what you think?
I do.
Well, I'll... Well, what's wrong with that?
Nout.
Nout?
Nout?
He's a businessman, I'm a businessman.
Got enough money already for you, me and Beatrice.
Well, blow me, if thou'rt not best businessman in lot. That comes along here, thou asked me for my daughter and me money, and what's thou off in exchange now but the sand? It's not good enough, lad. Oh, I don't pay top price for shoddy.
Well, it's the best I can do.
Well, it's not good enough for me.
Well, it's a good job I'm not marrying you, then.
Eh?
I don't give a hang for the pair of you. I'll stick to Beatrice if she'll have me. And if she's willing, you can keep your bloody brass!
Alan, how long has you been here? Will you get in there and talk to that poor lass? Leaving me on my own in there with her all this time. Questions. I was beginning to think I'd been up to no good in London now.
I'd feel better if you had a weep. Or get me a rousting, anything. Sooner than sitting there ignoring me.
Why did you do it, Alan?
I don't know, Bea.
What weakened you?
I think happened it was her lips.
Her lips?
I can't remember. It were an accident.
No one arranges accidents, Alan.
It weren't arranged. I bumped into her in Tower Ballroom. Me and George. Ramsbottom. We'd had dinner at Metropole Grill and drunk happened to drop too much champagne. They kept playing waltzes. Oh, I knew she was one of our weavers. She had another girl with her. Mary or something. I don't know. Anyway, it don't matter about her. George danced with her. I danced with Fanny.
Go on.
Took her for a spin in the motor car and next day we went to Llandudno.
I see. An accident.
What else do you want me to tell you?
And didn't you once think of me?
Oh, yes. Aye, I did. More than once. But you weren't there. I wanted you there. But you weren't. That was what did it. That and her lips. Oh, I couldn't help it. You'll never understand the difference.
Between me and Fanny?
Oh, Fanny was a bit of fun, like getting tight once in a way. You wouldn't have minded that too much. Oh, Bea. I can't reason it away. I am ashamed. I was a swine. And what I felt for Fanny was base and horrible and...
What is it you feel for me?
For you?
Not what you felt for Fanny.
Of course not, no. No. What I feel for you is something higher, finer. Respect.
Thank you. I wonder which is preferable. I wonder which is really love.
You're the only one I've ever loved. You know that.
How? Fanny's the only one who's had proof.
All right. All right. All right, so you want proof. You know Father says I'm to marry Fanny?
Yes, your mother told me.
No, he's threatened to leave me penniless if I don't.
And what did you say?
I told him I'd see him damned first. Well, words to that effect.
Did you, Alan?
Aye. There's my proof.
Oh, Alan.
What's so daft about it all is that while I were being unfaithful, I were really being faithful. I couldn't not think of you. I kissed Fanny and tried to pretend it was you. Oh, forgive me, Bea. Stick by me. I took another girl because I wanted you.
Would you forgive me if I'd done the same?
How do you mean?
If I'd done what you did?
I don't follow.
If I'd have gone and found myself...
Oh, you couldn't, though.
Why couldn't I?
You're a woman.
Fanny Hawthorne's a woman, she did.
She's not your class.
Is she your class?
It's different from men.
No, Alan. Exactly the same.
I don't follow at all.
Nothing could make me break off the engagement
Bea.
if it was possible for it to go on. But it's not, is it?
Of course it is.
In the eyes of God, you're already married.
Not. I am not!
All right. I know. You think I'm old-fashioned. All right, I am. I'm old-fashioned enough to think it's your duty to marry Fanny.
You sound like my father.
No! I love you. I want to marry you. I've got bigger reasons than your father. I'm a Christian.
And that comes before me?
Yes. Before everything. Alan promised me you'll marry her.
So, claptrap. Humbug and claptrap. You don't love me at all. You just want an excuse for getting rid of me.
Alan, you don't understand what it's costing me.
Oh, I do. I do. My father's brass. Happen he was sharper than I gave him credit for. Happen he knew you were only after what you could get.
Alan, I can never be your wife.
Don't listen to Bunkum, lass.
No. 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 Not while Fanny Hawthorne has a better right to you than I have.
Take a seat, please. Sit down, Fanny. It's not manners.
Evening, Chris.
Stand up, Fanny.
Good evening.
Good evening, I'm sure.
Evening, lass.
Good evening to you, Mr. Jeffcoat.
Fair enough.
Good evening.
Mrs. Jeffcoat.
Well, come on, sit down. No, not over there. Pull up your chest at the table. Come on, lass. There.
Good evening, Alan.
Well, now, we all know what's on the agenda, so I don't have to make a speech. It's not a nice job, but it has to be done, so I reckon we'd best get started. I don't think we need to say out about what's already happened. Is that agreed?
Agreed. We can take that as gospel.
Excuse me interrupting, but I beg to differ. I think I have a right to know what did take place, if anything.
If anything, it's been admitted by them both.
What has? I believe I've a right to know what has. I may be wrong.
You're trying to wriggle out of it, aren't you? She's trying to wriggle out of it. Well, she's got another thing coming. You've got another thing coming.
I have no intention of wriggling.
There'll be no chance of wriggling. What Alan owes, he'll pay. There's no doubt what that is. I've heard his version, and I've heard Christopher's. That'll do me. Did Fanny say anything else to you apart from what you told me last night?
No.
Nout?
Nout.
How's that then?
She's turned stupid, that's why.
Well, I'll have to have a go at her then. Oh, come on, lass. The fact of the matter is, you met our... Well, it seems the fact of the matter is that you met our Alan one night in Blackpool, and he asked you to go to Llandudno with him.
Yes.
He was drunk?
He wasn't what you'd call drunk.
Merry.
A bit merrier than he is now.
Come on, Fanny, it's a serious job, is this?
And he rode up, he was sober enough next morning when we left.
And when you landed, did he take you to a hotel?
Well, come on, Fanny, answer Mr. Jethcourt.
She goes gormless.
We stopped at St Delvy's Hotel. Saturday till Monday.
As what?
What do you mean, as what?
What did you stop as in the register?
It's man and wife.
Ah.
Satisfied.
I shall have to be, shan't I?
Well, we all are.
Do you know, there's only one thing mithering me, that postcard. It was posted from Blackpool on Sunday. Now, how'd you manage it if you left there on Saturday?
I wrote it beforehand and I left it for Mary to post on Sunday morning.
So Mary was in on all this?
If Mary hadn't been drowned, you'd never have found out about it. I'd never have opened my mouth, and Alan knows that.
Well, Mary got her reward, poor lass.
Aye. There's more in this than mere chance, it seems to me.
The ways of the Lord are mysterious and wonderful. We can't pretend to understand them. The Lord used Mary as an instrument of his purpose.
Happen. But if he did, it seems cruel hard on Mary like. However, I'd like to come back to my purpose, if you don't mind. A lad and a lass have made fools of themselves. And what's more to the point, they've made a fool of me. We have to decide what's going to be done. I told your Christopher last night that I'd see that you were treated right.
Yes, before witnesses.
What witnesses?
Well, you were there.
Right, well, what do we do?
We see to it that he marries her, no more, no less.
Chris?
Reckon he should.
And so do I. I reckon you're in a minority of one, love.
Of one?
Are you agreeable, lad?
Whether he's agreeable or not has no bearing. He will, that'll do us.
What about his intended?
That's finished.
But he's no longer engaged?
No.
Right then, we get the licence and I've done with it. As soon as we can.
We're very grateful, Nat. Thank you. Very grateful.
We are. I'll hold my hand up there. Not that it's nothing we didn't have a right to expect.
Mrs. Jethcourt,
Yes, Mr. Hawthorne.
I hope in time, like, I hope happen tried to look on Fanny more kindly in time, like, I hope.
Well, I hope so too. Well, the more unlikely matches have turned out all right in the end.
If last weekend's out to go by, it's high time Alan was wed. And it might as well be to Fanny as anyone else.
Thank you, Mr. Jeffcoat.
Working at a loom for a living does no woman harm. My missus has done it in her time, though you wouldn't think it to look at her now. Now, when's the wedding to be?
What sort of wedding is it to be?
Quiet.
It'll be quiet, all right. We shan't be holding a Jacob's join at Manchester Free Trade Hall this journey.
The registry office.
Oh, no.
I beg your pardon?
Church hymns, bands, everything. There's been enough behind the door with this job already. It'll be a church do or not at all. I mean, it'll be a church do and that's final.
I'd like to know which Fanny you prefer.
Fanny will prefer what she's told to prefer.
Well, I'd still like to know.
You leave it to us, young madam. We know what's best.
Thank you. I get told, like, where it is and what time, and I just turn up, do I?
That's about all that'll be required of you.
You look a bit foolish if that's just what I won't do.
Fanny!
See, gormless again.
What does she mean by that?
No, nothing. She's just showing off. Pay no heed.
I beg your pardon, I think we should pay her heed. It's only right and proper. What were you trying to say, lass?
Exactly what I did say.
Now, listen to me, Fanny. There'll be no hanky-panky work. You will do as you're bid, or else. Do you understand?
Come on, Fanny, do you understand?
I've a right to be consulted, Father.
Consulted? Consulted? You want to marry the lad, don't you? Well, that's what we're doing for you.
That's the point. I don't.
Don't what?
Want to marry him.
Fanny!
And what is more, I shan't.
Chris? No, leave her be. She has a right to speak.
What the devil do you mean by that?
I mean what I say. And I will thank you not to swear when you're addressing me, Mr. Jeffcoat. I'm not one of the family yet.
Well, why won't you have him, love? Have you got something against him?
That's my affair.
But you must give us a reason.
She won't, I know her.
She's a slip of a girl, man. Bring her to heel.
Them's dogs.
She'll have her own way, whatever I say. She always has.
And why shouldn't she? We have no right to press her. Really, we haven't.
Aha! Now it's coming out.
I beg your pardon.
The wriggling, it started.
I beg your pardon.
Anything to get him off. Never a thought for her.
Well, naturally, my thought is for my own child.
Aye, and mine's to mine.
She knows whether she likes him or not.
Come on, Alan. What's this all about?
I've no idea.
Have you been getting at her? Have you been threatening her?
I said I've no idea.
Then find out. Come on, Chris. You and me will take a walk. You give Mrs. Hawthorne a cup of tea.
In the breakfast room.
The drawing room.
Drawing room?
The drawing room.
Think what you're doing, Fanny. Think of the future.
Oh, I shall.
Would you come this way, please?
Well?
Aren't you bonny when you get mad?
You know, I were only a bit of a lad when Daisy Bank were being built. To run alongside that river, fishing for tadpoles. There were no weaving sheds in Hindle Vale in them days. Nothing but fields all the way down to Heywood Bridge. Then Daisy Bank got built. They called it that because of daisies in meadow. Thick dotted they were, like stars in sky on clear night. Like.
I say, it's funny how things work out.
All right.
And I'll tell you what, Chris. We'll make damn sure first grandson is christened Nathaniel Christopher. Christopher Nathaniel.
Well, why won't you?
Alan, you're shouting. You sound just like your father. It don't become you.
Well, what you afraid of?
Who's afraid?
Well, why else won't you marry me?
Why aren't you marrying Beatrice Farrer?
I can't marry both of you.
You were fond of her, weren't you?
Very.
But you were fonder of me, eh?
It's me that's supposed to be asking the questions.
Oh, stands to reason you must have been, else you wouldn't have chucked her.
I chucked her because my father told me to.
You're 25 years old.
It's my father that has the brass.
Earn your own brass.
I shall have to. Such as it'll be. It'll not be much.
Well, I never.
Never what?
All you want to marry me for is what you get with me. I'm to be given away with a pound of tea.
No, I like you. Fanny, I'm fond of you.
You didn't chuck Beatrice for me, you chucked her for the money.
I don't know why I bother opening my mouth. No one pays no heed to what I say, just to what they fancy I say. Any road, I didn't chuck her at all. She chucked me.
And she loves you.
Yes.
And she chucked you.
Yes.
Well. She's a finer lass than I am, I'll say that for her.
No, she's not. You're doing the same thing.
You what?
I don't know why you won't marry me.
Do you?
For my sake.
Oh, yes.
You don't want to ruin my life.
Oh, well, thank you kindly, kind sir.
No, well, I'm right, though, aren't I?
Poor Alan. It's not that I'm afraid of spoiling your life, it's that I'm afraid of spoiling mine. That didn't occur to you, did it?
No, it didn't.
Poor Alan.
The tea service is Wedgwood, you know.
Why?
I did have a Royal Doulton teapot, bone china, till earlier this evening.
Why?
The maid dropped it. Smashed it to smithereens.
Oh, dear.
Oh, Fanny, for God's sake, marry me and let's get this job settled.
Not me.
Look, you got me into this muck-up. It's only fair you should get me out.
I like your cheek. You could make it up with Beatrice tomorrow.
I can never make it up with Beatrice.
Well, she's fond of you, you said?
Yeah, I think she's very fond of me.
If she's religious, she'll feel sorry for you. I was fond of you in a way.
Yeah, but you didn't ever really love me.
Love you? Why on earth should I do that? You were just someone to have a bit of fun with. You were an amusement. A lark.
Fanny. So that's all you cared for me?
How much more did you care for me?
It's different. I'm a man.
Well, the chap Fanny Hawthorne weds will be made of different stuff from you, my lad. We had a good time together. I'll never forget that. But all good times come to an end and ours is over now. Come on now. Bid me farewell.
You'll be all right, then?
Oh, I shan't starve. I'm a Lancashire lass. I can earn enough brass to keep me going. I wouldn't live at home again. Not after this. Not anyhow. But so long as I'm to live my own life, I don't see why I shouldn't choose what it's to be.
I can't make you out rightly, Fanny. But you're a damn good sort, and I wish there were more like you.
Oh, I should think there would be. Come on, old lad.
Hey, time's not up yet.
Never heed. Let's get it over.
Oh, there you are. Well, Chris Hawthorne and me have reached a conclusion. I only hope you've done the same. Well, come on, what's it to be? What's it to be? Come in here, Fanny. Have you come to your senses?
I never left him so far as I know.
Are you going to marry our Alan or Aunt?
I'm not.
Well.
I've done all I can.
All right, this time. I'll wash my hands of it. Women, there's no fathoming them. These are the creatures that want us to give them the vote.